So what's on the menu tonight? KDKA News at 11 o'clock. Let's find out from Ken Rice.
Hello, Bob. Tonight, Pennsylvania Senate race is, one of the most closely watched in the country. Both of the candidates were campaigning in southwestern PA today. What we're hearing from John Fetterman and Mehmet Oz with 21 days to go. Also, Pittsburgh public school students learning how to be the leaders of tomorrow at the new Civic Academy. We'll tell you what that's about. And time to turn on your furnace if you haven't already. There's snow in the forecast and chilly temps. Meteorologist Felicia Woody has you covered for the bus stop and commute tomorrow. All coming up, Bob, on KDKA News at 11. I'll see you over here.
All right, Ken, thanks very much. But there is some sun and higher temperatures at the end of that forecast. Looking forward to that. All right, let's go back to the lines, Andrew. I'm going to squeeze in Ed in Kennedy Township, who's been waiting for a while. Go ahead, Ed.
Hey, Ed.
Hey, Pony, what was the line on the Jets at Green Bay last week?
7.5.
See, the loss to the Jets wasn't so bad, was it?
Well, I mean, Green Bay's really struggling, and the Jets are playing much better. There's no question about that. I like Breece Hall quite a bit. I mean,
yeah, me too.
You get these running backs, it makes you wonder about the strategy of taking a Najee Harris in the first round. Nothing against him, but I mean, you can find them everywhere. That seems to be the logic.
The Jets have, I think, a very good roster. Mm-hmm. Their problem was twofold for me coming into the season. Was their coach any good, and was their quarterback any good? They had question marks at the two most important positions. Now, they're starting to figure it out. Their defense has played great. Quinnen Williams looked like Aaron Donald in that game against Green Bay, and Sauce Gardner looks like Darrelle Revis. So they've got foundational pieces on defense, but I still think the jury's out on Zach Wilson. Look, he had a great fourth quarter against the Steelers, but I thought a lot of that was bad coaching on Pittsburgh's part. Not adjusting, not blitzing more, leaving the middle of the field open. Yeah, that loss does not look as bad now, but conversely, Bob, you could say the loss in Cleveland looks worse now.
Yeah.
Teams are going there and winning, no problem. Bailey Zappi, Joe Flacco, the Browns are tied for the Steelers in the AFC North basement.
Yeah, and they've got many problems that go beyond quarterback. They're waiting for Deshaun Watson. Brissett's starting to struggle a little bit, and their defense is giving up. When you watch them play, they're giving up huge chunks. I saw Hunter Henry last week was so wide open, and they've done this a lot, and they did it in the game that they blew against the Jets earlier.
Who's going to win the division, Bob? Who's your pick? Who's the AFC North favorite right now?
At the beginning of the season, I said Ravens, and they've blown two games they should have won also.
I'm saying
they had
Cincy.
The Bills. Well, you may be right. I still like the Ravens. I thought they should have beaten Buffalo. I thought they should have won last week. The Giants squeaked it out because Lamar Jackson made a terrible throw, but
yes, he did.
It comes down to one play. It's amazing how these games go right down to the wire. And so we'll talk to you on Thursday night here, Andrew, about your take on this week's game at Miami. So you can think about it. I'm sure you're going to give us an interesting prediction, as you always do, and that's going to wrap it up tonight. So thanks for joining us, Pony. Appreciate it.
See you, Bob.
We'll see you tomorrow on the PM team, 93.7 The Fan, and we'll see you tomorrow as well, right here at 10:35. So call, get your opinions in. We'd love to hear from you on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, and stay tuned for KDKA News at 11 o'clock over on KDKA.